Hello, welcome to the Adventure Project Show. My name is Lucia, and this is episode 2 of Adventure Projects Live. In the last episode, I took apart the radio, showed you the different components. Since then, I also found out that you could unplug the cassette player and the switch that activates the recording for the cassette player to record your voice. And the machine works just fine without it, so we could go ahead and throw that out. Here's some sketches I've also been working on. It's going to look like a regular box. You have the CD player out front, and the speakers are going to come up like the headlights of a sports car. Going to have the volume switch on the sides with the play button and the program buttons on top. Here will be the radio dial. So this is the design I have actually finalized on. But for now, we could go ahead and push the electronics aside. We're going to put together in this episode a sound to light kit. The sound to light kit is a unit where the LEDs will blink in response to the sound waves that the microphone picks up. I'm going to add this to the radio so it adds a little effect as the radio is responding. Go ahead and open this up. You can find these on Amazon. I used to buy it at Radio Shack, but Radio Shack doesn't sell it anymore. Found this for like $3. Bought about, I don't know, maybe about 3-4 kits. I use these a lot. So here we have the instructions. Tells us step by step of what to put on and where. The microchip, the board here is been marked, so all we gotta do is follow it. It runs on a 9-volt battery, and here are all the components: capacitors, resistors, the LEDs. We're not going to assemble the entire board. We're just going to put the main things together. The components that we will not solder on will be the 4 LEDs, 2, 3, 4, the dimmer switch, which is called the trimmer, so that's the trimmer, the handle of the trimmer, the 3 screws, and the microphone. Oh, and the 9-volt battery. We're not going to attach these yet. What we're going to do, we're going to extend wires from these components to the board. But that'll be in our final steps. So the first thing we want to do is follow the instructions. So the instruction says, Step 1. Step 1. You're going to put in the resistors. Each resistor has its own color code, so make sure you pay attention to the color codes and put them right where they belong. So the first resistor, its color code is brown, black, and orange. So we find it's kind of hard to see in this light. A brown, a black, and an orange. Here's a brown, black, orange. It's only one? Yeah, okay. One brown, black, orange. There you can see it. There you go. Put it in the R1. So we gotta find R1. Somewhere, there it is, R1, yay! Fold that up, stick that in there. And there you go, kind of bend the wires, make sure they get a good grip. And what we're going to do, we're going to solder that on and then clip off the excess wires. So you want to do that to all the resistors. This is what it looks like with all the resistors on. Now we just gotta solder and trim the excess wire. All we gotta do is clean it up. There we go. All done. And so's the rest of the components. Now, in place where you put the LED, the microphone, and the trimmer, we're gonna put stiff wires, Cat 5 wires. Now that you have your sound to light unit just about finished to where we need it, you can go ahead and add that to your pile of circuits. Now for the design of the box, we're going to have to decide where we want things to go. Like in the picture I showed you, I want the CD player to be out front. Here's the CD player. This I want to be in the front of the box, while I have the radio tuner on top of the box and the speakers on either side of the radio tuner ready to pop up with the lid. So once we get to everything where we want them, put the volume switch to the side there. We go ahead, take measurements with a measuring tape to decide how big the box needs to be. Don't forget, we also have to add the power adapter with the plug, and I'm going to cut this out so I'll be able to put in the batteries. There. So the design part is just about done, and for next week's episode we could finally go ahead and start cutting the wood and gluing it all together. So have a great week, and I'll see you next Saturday.